I realize I'm such a sucker for traveling. I remember on my Twitter handle, I put something like there, travel addict. I think I've taken it off since there. I don't want to be addicted to anything, but I've realized more and more that I am. Every single guest that's coming to me now, I look at where they're from and then I start like drooling and saying, I've got to go there. So far I've put Kenya, Namibia, and now, listen to this, Vienna. I want to go and do a Viennese waltz. Will you take me on a Viennese waltz? Shall I do that?
Yes, unfortunately this year the season is over.
Oh no, okay.
But it's difficult to choose one.
Yeah,
we have more than 300 during the ball season, which lasts from New Year's Eve until Ash Wednesday.
You're joking. Okay, so I've just missed out on it.
Yes.
You have to plan for next year.
Time for next year.
Yeah, tell me about it. With our currency, I've got to save a lot of money. That much I've got to do. Let me introduce you, because I've gone completely off the track here. Vienna, one of the world's top international meeting destinations, hosting over 2,000 national and international meetings and corporate events each year. I'm joined now by the CEO of the Vienna Convention Bureau, Christian Mutschlechner. Did I get it right?
Absolutely right.
Fantastic. I'm so glad. So, I mean, obviously, you know, you've got, you know what people are looking for. I mean, to be one of the largest in Europe, and I mean, there is huge competition in Europe. What sets you apart from the rest?
I think it's what many clients says what they look for. Number one is accessibility. Without a good airport and the connectivity in Europe, it doesn't work properly. Acute infrastructure. Historically, we were grown into having now 3 different type of conference centers in the city. Hotel infrastructure, a city worth living, and last but not least, many people say a very good convention bureau who understands what the clients of the city need.
I mean, what do people need? Because obviously there are certain criteria that different people look for and say, right, okay, this is what we need. We've got a beautiful convention center, but obviously there's a lot more to it than just having a great convention center.
I think from my perspective, running now the Bureau for more than 20 years, there's one asset which is key for a destination, and that's stability in the staff of the Bureau. Because we are in a people business, we connect with clients and decision makers for many, many years until they decide for a destination. So the preparatory work for a larger bid can be 10 years between bidding and welcoming the event in the city. So, and clients refer more and more to the Convention Bureau as a point of contact, coordinating the destination, helping throughout the preparation. And if you have stable staff situation, that helps a lot.
I mean, there must be immense competition in Europe. And how old is the city of Vienna? It's a big question, I know, but I mean, we're talking...
How old? We have an old Roman city in the city, so it's by far more 2,000 years now. Yes, we have a tough competition in Europe. However, as I said before, many cities have the infrastructure, but at the end of the day, as we are in a people business and clients are human beings, they rely on trust, confidence, etc. And if you can deliver that with your team, over the years and the years and the years, that's a USP you can't simply buy.
The question I asked, I mean, why I ask you how old the city is and how old Vienna is, it takes time to establish yourself, no doubt. I mean, you know, South Africa, we're a new country. I mean, we can call it a new country. I mean, you know, in effect, we've had our democracy for 20-odd years and we're still establishing ourselves. So things take time. I mean, if you have to look at South Africa, how are we doing? I mean, in terms of our conferencing, our meetings, our selling ourselves, do you think we're doing a good job?
It's not my first time being here. And I follow carefully what's going on in South Africa. I have some very good friends here. And it's gorgeous to see how the infrastructure develops. From a European perspective, I'm not only looking at South Africa, but the role South Africa plays for Africa. And from time to time I have the impression that South Africa is the engine for Africa. And you have to make probably sure that all your wagons you have in the continent, simply you take them on the track. You don't lose out. Because the consolidation on a continental strategy is key. That also happened in Europe for many, many decades. It took a long time. You know, if you are young in the industry, you have one huge advantage. you can avoid those mistakes the old ones have made and to speed up faster than we did.
Which is a great advice. It's a really good advice. Is that what you're here for? What is your role here at Meetings Africa?
We were running the ECM Academy last weekend for 75 staff members, etc., in the industry, which was a gorgeous experience. I attended yesterday the association day, and for me it was quite interesting attending also association sessions and to see what are the problems of national, regional and continental associations on this continent. Because that's the home base of the business. It's not immediately the international global conference, but you have to consolidate the base in the country and on the continent. It's a huge undertaking. Therefore, I'm really happy to hear that yesterday this African Association of Association Executives have been founded, because that gives another platform and identity for the whole industry.
Well, listen, we wish you the best of luck being here, and thanks for sharing your expertise, and hopefully we'll be right up there as Vienna is and be the most popular destination, which we are, but we just need more and more and more.
And don't forget to train your waltz dancing for next season.
I'm going to next season. So I've got from New Year's Eve all the way to Ash Wednesday. That's the waltzing season. I'll be there with my dancing shoes. Nice to have met you. Thank you for being our guest here on the program, and you as well. Have a great day. Christian Mutschlechner is the CEO of the Vienna Convention Bureau, one of the most popular destinations, one of the world's top international meeting destinations, hosting over 2,000 national and international events on an annual basis. That's where we wrap up from Meetings Africa this year. It's been a